Was geht ab, Leute? Vielen Dank, dass ihr wieder eingeschaltet habt und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Starfield und der Suche nach dem Schiffstechniker hier in Neon. Ja, keine Ahnung. Eigentlich sollte hier ein Schiffstechniker sein. Also ein Schiff-Service-Techniker. Das sind aber alles nur Techniker. Das ist scheißegal. Die kommen alle nur mit hier. Ja, hallo, hallo. Ja, keine Ahnung. Aus irgendwelchen Gründen habe ich in Neon keinen Schiffstechniker. Schade. Ich war ja nur auf der Suche nach neuem Schiff. Ich war auf Suche nach neuem Schiff. Ja gut. Was willst du tun? Vielleicht kommt das ja später noch. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Clover over at Kelp Corp. She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
Sprich mit Clover. Aha, aha. Was denn hier los?
Snippers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you step through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run and we open fire.
Run, boy, run.
So, what was the plan, Nesha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go. I don't like the look of you.
Hey, als Maul, du Wichser. Sprich im Gefängnis mit Nesha. Okay. Aber erstmal
No fun
Sophie
business,
checks.
okay?
Jo.
New around here?
Ja.
Make certain you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you?
Was ist Aurora? Ja, wir wissen, es ist eine Droge.
Aurora
Also.
is a hallucinogenic, which is legally available for purchase in Neon.
Kannst du mir die Regeln kurz erklären?
Certainly. And for your own good, I urge you to listen carefully. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden.
Okay.
Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed if necessary.
Warum wird mein rechter Monitor manchmal schwarz? Ich kann es in der Stadt aber legal mitführen.
You are free to carry and use Aurora anywhere within the city limits, yes.
Okay. Du kannst mir nicht vorschreiben, was ich transportieren darf. Das würde mir im Traum nicht einfallen.
Good. Then you won't have any problems from me.
Nice.
The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. Buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction.
Okay, also nur in der Astral Lounge kann man das legal kaufen. Und wo ist die?
You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. You can't miss it.
Okay. Begrüßt ihr alle Gäste so? Das geht ja gut los. Nein, sie hat doch eben schon gesagt, dass das Zeug nicht nur da verkauft wird, aber überall anders ist das illegal. Digga, hast du überhaupt zugehört? Verstanden.
Perfect. All right then. That's it. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Otherwise, keep your nose clean and move along.
Ne, Nase guckt. Wie kommt es, dass ein Chem wie Aurora in Neon legal gekauft und eingenommen werden kann?
Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and so it was approved for public use. And before you ask, yes, This was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits.
Ey, ich finde gut, dass die Studien zu den Langzeitnebenwirkungen von der Firma gemacht wurde, die das auch verkauft und hergestellt hat. Finde ich. Nice. Würde ich immer drauf vertrauen. Warum wurde ich beim Eintritt in die Umlaufbahn von Freestar-Schiffen gescannt?
Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department.
Mhm. Wie
Either
kommst
say something or move along.
Doch mal die Fresse jetzt. Wie kommst du, dass du auf diesem miesen Posten gelandet bist?
Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside of work in the Astral Lounge, this is one of the most secure jobs you can get. Do you have any idea how many people get turned away from Neon Security? How about half the damn platform? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Spend some time in Epside and you'll see what I mean.
Okay, was ist denn Epside?
Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the outer perimeter of the entire platform. We're talking poverty, drug dealers, lowlives, and gangs. It's not worth a visit. If you want to enjoy your visit, stick to the safer parts of town.
Warum lasst ihr die Gangs denn überhaupt da? Also, wenn ihr wisst, wo die sind, dann nimmt die doch hops. So. Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir gucken uns erstmal um.
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Neon Mining League. Was ist denn die...
I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Exactly. I can't believe this place is still open. I give it a few more months before this loser packs it in.
Don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Ich will die Bilder haben.
Sure. You want to waste your credits? You go right ahead.
Hi.
Hello, my friend.
Saburo Okadiko.
Welcome, welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face.
Was verkaufst du denn hier?
Isn't it obvious, my friend? I sell mining supplies of all shapes and sizes, as well as many, many hard-to-find types of ore. Everything I sell is carefully portioned, securely crated, and ready to be delivered right into the cargo hold of your ship.
Okay, An diesem Standort überrascht mich.
The first time I'd laid eyes on this building, I felt the same way. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day.
Scheiße. Was passiert, wenn du keine Hilfe bekommst?
I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate.
Aber vielleicht können wir ja helfen.
That would be a blessing, my friend. But I wouldn't want to impose.
Was meinst du, warum das Geschäft nicht läuft?
Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price.
Kann ich irgendwas tun, um dir zu helfen, dein Geschäft zu retten?
You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business. And you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group.
Jetzt haben wir doch schon gefragt, was passiert, wenn er keine... Kannst du mir mehr über deinen Plan zur Rettung des Geschäfts erzählen? Also irgendwelche Flyer, ja, aber...
Many in Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we failed. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we would refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all.
Das klingt doch so.
Wonderful, simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know.
Aber kannst du die Flyer nicht selbst verteilen? Also, ne? Naja, gut.
Certainly, my friend.
Was hast du denn so? Es scheint aber nur diesen einen Cutter zu geben, ne? Oder kann man mit dem Lichtbogenschweißer auch meinen, aber der braucht Munition. Hab keine Ahnung. Ja, also... Ne? Ich wünsche dir was.
It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear.
Das
but
steht neben.
I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I supposed to go mining on Volai Alpha? It's nothing but ocean. Look, I'll pay 50%, but no more. You should be happy, you know? I don't exactly see any customers clamoring at your doors.
No, I cannot do that. You have to pay what everyone else pays.
What's up?
Have it your way. Take it easy.
Alter, wie dreist kann man sein, hier reinzukommen und zu sagen, ich zahle die Hälfte? The fuck, Alter.
Something you might be interested in. I'm here for you, my love. Yep, here you go. Don't stay away too long.
Nee. Wird mir nicht in den Sinn kommen.
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Okay, da haben wir schon die nächste Mission. Wo bist du denn so eilig hin? Was haben wir hier? Die Freestar Rangers. Okay. Gehen wir mal rein. Hallo? Ich bin hier. Okay, ihr habt eine Zelle. Nicht schlecht, nicht schlecht. Hi.
Word of advice. Be careful whose bad side you get on.
Ach du.
If you're here to report a crime, take it to local security. They handle that stuff.
Wenn die Security sich um Verbrechen kümmert, wozu braucht Neon dann einen Freestar Ranger?
Mostly to keep an eye on the smuggling trade. Black market goods flow through Neon like a river. Can't stop it, but I can at least keep an eye out in case it's something real serious.
Okay. Ich merke es.
Think nothing of it. Word of advice. Enjoy the city, but know your limits. Trouble's waiting around every corner, and the law won't protect you the way it does in other places.
Warum schützt das Gesetz mich hier nicht?
Law and authority aren't always the same thing. In Neon, they're almost the opposite. The people with authority don't much care about the law. Make the wrong enemies here, and you're better off just leaving the planet and never looking back.
Vielen Dank für die
I
Wahl.
hope you'll take it to heart.
Ja.
I've known too many who didn't. There's something else you need?
Ich krieg das alles hin schon. War es deine Entscheidung, in Ion stationiert zu werden?
Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well.
Machst du dir keine Sorgen, dass deine Marke dich hier zum Ziel macht?
Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her? Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction.
Was war das denn gerade? Okay.
Later.
Later, Gator. Dann gucken wir mal, was wir hier oben noch haben. Aber das heißt, er ist hier alleine stationiert? Anscheinend, wa? Das ist natürlich... Laredo-Waffen werden dauerhaft zusätzlich 5% schneller nachgeladen und gezogen. Schön eins. Schön. Hätte ja klappen können. Okay, gut. Hier ist erstmal nichts. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass man hier aber später, wenn man bei den Freestyle Rangern drin ist, dass man hier noch irgendwie was machen kann. Guck gleich diese schöne Frau.
As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse.
Feel like making a purchase today?
Weiß ich nicht.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Wer zum Fick ist Sieghart?
Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza.
War ich noch nicht. Und wer ist Rosa?
Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together.
Okay. Klingt, als hättest du ein Problem mit Siegharts Laden.
Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe.
Und was für Treffen meinst du?
A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs.
Und wie schützt du euren Laden?
By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money. I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection.
Ja. Ja, es klingt vernünftig, dass er seinen Laden schützen will, aber dass er da die Security quasi drauf anweist. Wahrscheinlich leidet er oder der Schutz aller anderen ein bisschen darunter, könnte ich mir vorstellen.
Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
Sind bei Neon Security alle korrupt?
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city.
Erzähl mir von dir und Rosa.
I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since.
Nice. Ja, guck mal, ich habe einen Flyer von Saburo Kadiko, den du dir vielleicht ansehen möchtest.
Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Natürlich. Soll ich mal mit Sikat sprechen, um ihn zur Vernunft zu bringen?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say.
Auf der anderen Seite, ganz ehrlich, wir laufen mit 600.000 Credits, glaube ich, durch die Gegend. Danke, wäre nicht schlecht.
Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you.
Jo.
Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered.
Ja, du, ich habe überzeugen, habe ich voll geskillt. Wie oft hast du schon versucht, selbst mit Sikat zu reden?
The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me.
Ja, ich auch nicht. Lass mal sehen, was du hast.
Have a look.
Du hast Munition, du hast Anzüge, aber alle Anzüge bisher, die ich kaufen konnte, die haben keine Buffs. Oh, plus 5% Überzeugungschance. Die Triche kaufe ich mal. Ja, ich habe wirklich 612.000 Credits.
I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city, and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick.
How can I help you today? Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
Was für Waffen verkaufst du hier?
We're a general goods store, so we carry all sorts of materials you can use to outfit yourself for galactic exploration.
Du klingst, als sollte ich vielleicht lieber dir helfen. Vielleicht solltest du mir erst einmal sagen, oh, die ist auch müde. Was du hier verkaufst? Das hat sie mir doch gerade... What the fuck? Ich hoffe, es ist alles in Ordnung, du klingst sehr müde. Klingst du sehr müde? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Klingst du müde?
Oh my, do I?
Naja,
That's awful.
Naja.
I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security.
Warum? Ja, komm, ich frag's nochmal. Wer ist Dietrich?
He runs Sieghart's Outfitters.
Yeah.
It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that.
Ah, ich finde ihn gar nicht so schlimm. Warum würde Dietrich Sieghardt die Neon Security bestechen?
For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far, but it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening.
Und diese Händlerallianz?
It's a little group James formed with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here.
Na nun. Du glaubst nicht, dass Sieghardt etwas falsch macht?
I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him.
Mhm. Weiß James, dass du nichts von seinem Kreuzzug hältst?
I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all.
Warum bist du denn so überzeugt, dass dein Mann falsch liegt?
It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. I can't afford to fight back like my husband expects.
Ich habe James schon gesagt, dass ich der Sache auf den Grund.
Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
Habe ich das nicht schon gefragt, was sie von Dietrich hält?
Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man. Though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong.
Okay, also Dietrich bezahlt halt quasi die Security, damit sein Laden beschützt wird, und die hier beschützen ihren Laden selbst. Würdest du mir erzählen, wie du und dein Mann euch kennengelernt habt?
Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line. And when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra Brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times.
Aha. Naja, du wirst dasselbe Angebot haben, ne? Also alles andere wäre ja kompletter Schwachsinn. Ja. Okay.
Thank you for stopping by.
Jo.
I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please, it's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse.
If you have a moment, say hello to my wife, Rosa.
Hab ich. Okay. Dip, 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 dip. Okay. Ach, das ist bei June, wa? Hi.
Lots of suspicious people visiting the tower these days.
Ich hoffe, du meinst nicht mich. Warte mal, da können wir mal kurz... Da. Führe dein Bewerbungsgespräch. Okay. Hallo.
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower.
Ja, heißt
The beating
Jupiter.
heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary. Can I help you with something?
Hallo Jupiter, wo sind deine Ringe? Was kann ich im Ryujin Tower sehen?
The public can visit our Tayo, Tranquility, and drone sales offices upstairs. All are worth visiting. The tower also serves as Ryujin's corporate headquarters and is home to our research and development team. But unfortunately, those areas are restricted.
Was genau ist denn Ryujin Industries?
We're the largest corporation in the Freestar Collective. We deal in everything from refreshments to starships. Oh, we're best known for our neurolamp technology. If you're curious about it, we have a selection on display at the Ryujin store near the back of the lobby. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Du könntest mich in Ruhe lassen. Wow. Digga, ich hab doch sie angesprochen. Ich bin für... Alter, was ist denn heute los? Ich bin für ein Vorstellungsgespräch. Du kommst da rein und einfach so... Ich hab ein Vorstellungsgespräch.
Wonderful. It's always nice to meet a potential coworker. Miss Salzo will be conducting your interview today. You'll find her office upstairs. You'll find Miss Salzo's office on the operations floor. Just take the elevator at the back of the lobby. And don't forget to check out the Ryujin Industries store in the back of the lobby before you leave. No visit to Ryujin Tower is complete without a look at our patented neuroamp technology, after all.
What is neuroamp technology?
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of
Sonderlich vieles hier, ja, aber auch... Alter, Sarah, du bist sportlich. Hallo.
Always a perfect day for
Delilah.
a nice cup of tea. Welcome to Tranquility, your new favorite spot to refresh and escape from the hustle and bustle of Neon. I'm Delilah. Please let me know if you need any help or product recommendations. Is this your first time visiting Ryujin Tower?
Ryujin Industries besitzt eine Teefirma?
Yep, that's right. Ryujin has its fingers in all sorts of pies. I guess that's the best way to turn a profit. They don't have much to do with our day-to-day, though. As long as our customers are happy and we're making sales, that's all that matters.
Ja, ich bin wegen eines Vorstellungsgesprächs hier.
Oh, good luck. I hear they're kind of tough on newbies on the upper floors. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Feel free to stop by for a chat anytime. You seem like an interesting person, and small talk goes nicely with a good cup of tea.
Ich bin keine gesprächige Person. Kommst du denn ursprünglich aus Neon?
No, I'm not. I'm from a small farming settlement in a nearby system. Funnily enough, the farms my community maintains supply some of Tranquility's tea leaves. I grew up watching the ships and traders come in from Neon, and wishing I could get on one and see the city for myself. It seemed like such a fascinating place.
Und jetzt, wo du hier bist? Ja, ist Neon so, wie du es dir vorgestellt hast?
Not exactly. Everyone here is busy and stressed, and there's a lot of crime. The stories I grew up with made Neon seem like paradise, but it really isn't. I'm just happy to work for a company that puts smiles on people's faces. It seems like most people here could use one.
Hast du manchmal Heimweh?
Sometimes, yeah. I didn't know anyone when I moved here, so I was really lonely. The town I'm from is tiny, so I knew almost everyone. It was a big change.
Hast du vor, auf Dauer hier zu bleiben?
I don't know, honestly. I never really wanted to be a farmer, so there's not much waiting for me back home. But I can't see myself living in Neon permanently. Maybe I'll get lucky and Tranquility will open a new office somewhere else. I'd be the first to sign up for a transfer.
So etwas wie Neon gibt es definitiv nirgendwo sonst in dem besiedelten System.
That's probably for the best. I don't think the galaxy could handle more than one city like this one.
Okay. Was kannst du mir über Tranquility erzählen?
Oh, Oh, Tranquility is the settled system's #1 tea brand. We have a tea for pretty much any occasion in a variety of standard and unique blends. If you'd like more information, you should visit our sales office upstairs.
Ja, ich muss mir nichts angucken. Ich werde mir keinen Tee kaufen, aber... Ah, Region mit
I hope this day goes by fast.
Weiter. Kunde.
Hi, welcome to Arbron.
Oh, hier gibt's Waffen, ja?
Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's
Ken.
Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
Oh. Sollte mich nicht überraschen, dass er Waffen verkauft. Ich bin selbst auch nicht unbedarft, was Waffen angeht. Ich bin auch nicht, ne?
Can't say I'm surprised. You have the look of someone with a steady hand and a good eye. If you've never tried an Arbron firearm, I highly recommend them. They fire more smoothly than Laredo weapons, and they're not as bulky as Combatex models. You can't go wrong. What brings you to Ryujin Tower today?
Ich habe ein Vorstellungsgespräch hier.
Oh, good luck. Hopefully they'll hire you, and we can stop listening to this non-stop audio ad.
Was macht ein Waffenhändler im Ryujin Tower?
Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arbron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers. That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons. The Nova line.
Ja. Habt ihr auch nicht tödliche Waffen im Angebot? Er hat es doch gerade eben gesagt.
Of course. The Nova series uses an electrically charged ammunition that can effectively stun a humanoid target. It's not so useful when it comes to critters, but if you need to buy some time or get someone off your back, they'll do the trick.
Du scheinst ja ein echter Experte zu sein.
Well, I'd better be. I'm a three-star Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action with a gun in my hand. Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other people do the gunslinging.
Und was
I
hast
think
du
you'll be
so?
impressed. We only carry the best at Arbron.
Waffen. Ja, davon haben wir ja sogar schon einen. Spacer Teilchenstrahlpistole. Ja. Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
No. Ich nehme die einfach mal mit, ne? Okay, bevor wir hochgehen, gucken wir mal.
I can't wait for my
Suzuki.
next break. Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a Neuroamp?
Kannst du mir mehr über diese Neuroamps erzählen?
Neuroamps are Ryujin Industries' signature product. They're small pieces of wearable tech that enhance some of the user's brain functions. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short-term memory to communication and confidence boosting.
Hast du es selbst schon mal probiert? Ich denke, das sind die Dinger, die er da im Gesicht hat, ne?
Sure have. My Neuroamp's the reason I got where I am. 6 months ago, I was barely motivated enough to hold a job scrubbing floors as a janitor at Ryujin Tower. But thanks to this nifty little thing, I feel more motivated than ever, and my social skills have really improved. I can talk to customers no problem now. Plus, I haven't lost my keys once since I started wearing it.
Talk, Alter. Und wie könntest du einen Neuroamp mir nützen?
That all depends on what you like to improve. If you're looking for a bit of a diplomatic edge, our Neurocom series is great. The Neuroboost can help you gain that confidence you need to really stand your ground. And our Neurotac series, Tac for Tactical, specializes in critical thinking.
Haben viele Leute diese Neuroamps?
Of course. They're practically the foundation of what Ryujin was built on.
Das klingt ja unglaublich.
It really is. Trust me, once you put one on, you'll never look back. Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to buy.
Was verkaufst?
All of Ryujin Industries' latest and greatest Neuroamps. Take a look. I'm sure we have something that might suit your needs.
Und du warst hier vorher Putzmann?
Custodian, IT support, security. I've worked plenty of low-level jobs at Ryujin Tower, and did pretty poorly at most of them. I'm sure they would have fired me ages ago if it weren't for Jupiter, the young lady at the front. She keeps pushing management to reassign me instead of letting me go. She's the one who convinced me to try out a neuroamp. I really owe her one. It's completely changed my life.
Mhm. Dann lass mich mal sehen, was du
I'm
im
always
Angebot
stocked
hast.
up on neuroamps.
Aber Kleidung hat doch jetzt nichts damit zu tun, oder? Aber ich mag den Kleidungsstil. Ah, doch. Ah, das ist nur Kleidung und ab hier ist Neuroboost. Einschüchtern, Diplomatie und aufwetzen. Ah, okay.
Have a good one.
Schade. Ich dachte, da wäre irgendwie noch was dabei, was mir mehr bringen würde. Ja. Was habe ich eigentlich aktuell für Kleidung? Tragekapazität. Nein, wir könnten überzeugen mal kaufen,
Interested
ne?
in neuroamps? I'm stocked up on.
Also hier einschüchtern habe ich ja nicht. Diplomatie habe ich ja auch noch gar nichts geskillt. Wir könnten mal gucken.
Take care.
Diplomatie war doch ein... Ja, da. NPCs das auch... Oder unter deinem Level ist vorübergehend am Kampf hindern. Ja, nee.
This is the only shop in neuroamps mostly.
Dann, könnten wir halt vielleicht überzeugen nehmen, ne? Bin am Überlegen, ob das oder das. Nehmen wir mal das.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ah, der Styler unterwegs. Okay. Auf geht's. Wir gehen mal erstmal zu Theo Estrany. Erstmal alles angucken. Gibt's hier Schiffe? Darf ich die Schale bitte mitnehmen? Ich kaufe die auch. Ich will das für mein Haus haben.
Man, I wish I could buy one of these.
Buy now? Or buy next year?
Tire vessels certainly look impressive, but it's what's inside the engine room that really counts.
Jetzt sei mal nicht so skeptisch. Theo sucht dich. Sternwerft können Rohmaterialien immer gebrauchen. Warum also nicht gleich direkt an Theo verkaufen, sobald die Konkurrenz zu versorgen, anstatt die Konkurrenz zu versorgen? Unabhängige Lieferanten kontaktieren, bitte wären so Baki. Ah, ich will nichts liefern. Yay!
Everyone who's anyone has a Tayo.
Staff only. Na, dann bin ich hier gut aufgehoben. Hi. Man nennt mich nicht umsonst Mr. Staff. Notiz von June Carter. Mr. Sobakin, entschuldige bitte, dass ich dich einfach so anschreibe. Aber ich habe eine tolle Chance für dich. Ich bin Senior HR Manager bei Stroud Eckland und wir beobachten dich und deine Karriere schon seit einer ganzen Weile. Mrs. Albrecht ist unter... Miss, ne? Mrs. ist MRS, glaube ich. Miss Albrecht ist unter Raumfahrtingenieuren zwar sehr bekannt, aber es ist wohl wenigen Menschen bewusst, was für eine wichtige Rolle du bei Theo gespielt hast. Hättest du vielleicht Lust, mal mit mir essen zu gehen, damit wir über Stroud Eckland reden können? Wir expandieren und wollen eine neue Forschungsgruppe gründen, für die wir einen Teamleader brauchen. Wir hoffen, dass du dieser Teamleader wirst. Melde dich also einfach bei mir jederzeit. Unterhalten wir uns. Ern.
Unless I miss my mark, someone as interesting as you doesn't work here. Welcome to the office of the famed spacecraft engineer Dara Ulrich. Such as it is. Word of advice? Walk carefully. Dara is in fine form today.
Warum hat der schlechte Laune?
It is tough for anyone to live up to her example. Even Dara herself. She pioneered some really dazzling advances in modern spacecraft engineering and design. Things like seamless heat shielding with high-tech composites, to distributing power asynchronously to improve reactor yields. She's an unsung legend in the field. Really.
Erzähl mir mehr über diesen Ort hier.
We do core spacecraft engineering here. Pure R&D. We're also supposed to be designing daring new customer-facing features. Things to get people revved up about our product lines. So, I see no harm in going for the easy wins. Instead, we focus on always being on the cutting edge. And too often we come up with nothing.
Du findest nicht gut, was ihr macht?
Dara would have us tilt at windmills forever. True, we actually succeed sometimes. And the feeling of that? Nothing like it. But there is no shame in going for the low-hanging fruit, as my professors called it.
Ich wünsche euch beiden das Beste.
Actual human politeness? What a novelty in this office.
Arbeitest du gerne hier?
It changes minute by minute. I have 3 doctorates in spacecraft engineering and related fields. I push to be assigned here, and I've learned so much. But the working conditions leave something to be desired.
Und woran arbeitet ihr gerade?
Dara is taking a very hard look at thrusters. How they work, how they could improve. Bold stuff, and I must admit, if it bears fruit, well, captains would really benefit from it. But it's so easy to lose yourself chasing rabbits down the rabbit hole.
Ja, Lieferaufträge,
After
Schmieferaufträge.
dealing with Dara.
Dara.
Yes. Welcome to the Tile R&D department. I am this close to tendering my resignation. The absolutely relentless requirement for features. You cannot rush brilliance, ingenuity.
Ja, warum schreist du mich so an? Und warum verlangen sie mehr Features?
For their much vaunted competitive edge. And to what purpose? All the star yards are thick as thieves. Any innovation is reverse engineered in moments and available later that afternoon. Okay. Not literally. I'm being metaphorical.
Aber die Kundschaft fährt auf neue Features ab.
A feature is only as good as it's executed. If we clamor to add too many, quality suffers. We're a bit on edge. A deadline approaches, and we are well behind. What we do here is explore where poetry meets engineering. When we do it right, the clouds part, and it's like the light of heaven. But the pain we go through to get there, well, it is hell.
Sind eure Raumschiffe wirklich so besonders?
Absolutely. Even the times we fail, at least we try. Hope Tech ships are little better than flying blocks, and Deimos, armed to the teeth, certainly, but ugh. But when we are at our best, the math just comes together in perfect elegance.
Sag mal Bescheid, falls ich was tun kann.
Unless you're hiding a doctorate diploma in spacecraft engineering on your person,
Nee.
I'm afraid not at all. But I've already vented to a complete stranger enough. Hello. I've already said that, didn't I?
Ich glaube nicht. Wo ist denn der Rest vom
In
Ingenieursteam?
other offices, tackling different problems, we have a distributed model of development. Vern and I are working on core research, things that could be applied to all classes of spacecraft.
Und die Arbeit mit Vern, wie läuft die?
What? The fancy boy? He has barely learned his letters, and they assign him to me. All he cares about are cheap thrills. A more ergonomic pilot seat? Really? We are building the future here, not cheap meat for press briefings.
Okay.
Excellent. I have work to get back to.
Nice.
Right here is one of the best posts in Neon.
Cockpit Model. Hm. Ich hätte nur gerne noch einen weiteren Sitz. Also, halt allgemein noch mehr Sitze.
Tayo is simply the best.
Can you believe these guys?
What do you mean?
People go crazy over this Tayo stuff. I don't see it.
Look around. I mean, it's pretty amazing stuff.
Nah, just give me an old, reliable Hope Tech. Your grandkids could still be flying those.
That explains a lot about you.
Nobody's gonna try anything here.
Hallo? Veronica Young.
People spend their whole lives dreaming of flying a sleek, sexy spaceship. And I get to make that happen. Tayo brings out the very best in people.
Ist das so? Und was macht Theo so besonders?
Space should be more than just getting from place to place. It should be full of color, excitement, and full of features you never even knew you needed. Tayo ships are like traveling in living art.
Schiffe von Theo haben wirklich Stil.
I know, right? Are you ready to make your dreams come true?
Vielleicht, wenn du was Gutes hast. Wie hat Theo Astroneering angefangen?
The founders of Tayo were visionaries that looked at the star yards around and saw a tremendous opportunity. Neon has a life, a beat of its own. And that excitement, that life, was missing. So they worked on making ships that really sung, had a joy to them, something special. Now Tayo is the jewel of Neon.
Zeig mir mal euer
Excellent. If you decide to buy, we'll have your new ship all polished up and waiting for you at the spaceport. Yay!
Yay!
You won't regret your purchase.
Yay! Ah, bitte habt was Gutes. Okay. 5. Hat 21 Energieschild. Waffen sind besser. Q, Platz für 5. Man könnte das halt auch noch ein bisschen modifizieren, denke ich, dass wir da noch Fracht ranbekommen. Der Pelican hat schon Platz für 3000, aber Reaktor nur 18 Energie. Der Narwal. Platz für 7 Crewmitglieder. 36 Energie. 30er Sprungdistanz, 995 Schild, Laser, Raketen und ballistische Waffen. Und da kann man bestimmt auch noch anbauen für Frachtraum und sowas. Oh, wollen wir den haben? Oh, das ist die Frage.